first time in life for a lot of things. Well, today it's going to be my first time flying the TBM850 into Charlotte Douglas International in North Carolina. Let's get this started. Alright, welcome aboard the TBM850 at Peachtree DeKalb here. We'll start the engine, let them know we're ready to roll. He's giving us the clear to wind up. Boost pump on, and starter's on. Starter light is illuminated and blinking, ignition light is illuminated. First two things you want to look at. Quite a warm day here today, plus 34 degrees Celsius on the ramp. Watching the NG rise up, stabilize at 14%, and reduce fuel to low idle. Now watching for a light off, ITT for hot start, NG for hung start. We'll see what the ITT will temp out today at, since it is pretty hot outside. Looks like 732 degrees Celsius. Now it's going to wind back down as the engine gets rotation. Now we're just watching the NG for that hung start, but it's continuing to rise up at a good rate, so we're good there. There we go, good start. Peachtree ground, good morning. Number 851 Tango Bravo, we're at Signature Northeast ramp, and we're ready to taxi with information pop-up.
I'm glad you called, sir. I thought you were going to miss your flow time. TBM851 Tango Bravo, runway 21 left, taxi via Alpha, and just pull in the run-up pad, and I'll move you up as soon as I can.
21 left via Alpha, and we'll pull up into the run area, 851 Tango Bravo.
Did they give you the time with the previous controller?
Hey, firm, we looks like we're about 2 minutes late on Tango Bravo.
Actually, it's 1649er Zulu, time now 1640 and a quarter.
Okay, roger, thanks, 1 Tango Bravo. It's a busy day here at Peachtree DeKalb. I'd like to welcome everybody on board. We have my co-worker and friend Justin in the co-pilot seat today. Justin, welcome aboard. I'm glad to have you back on board.
And TBM1 Tango Bravo, I don't have anybody taxiing out behind you. You can just hold short runway 21 left. Tower will get you going as soon as you can. Monitor tower now, we'll see you.
Roger, monitor tower. Have a good day. Wait for 1 Tango Bravo. Alright, so we can now go down there and monitor tower.
And I'm just maintaining 2,000.
So we're going to be IFR today, up to Charlotte Douglas International Airport. So the wings out there, check the flight controls, free and correct.
Drop below 3,000.
This is an exciting flight for me today because I've never been to Charlotte Douglas International. We're monitoring tower right now. I'll show you our route that we're going to be taking once we get airborne here. And right up here is runway 21 left, and we'll hold short of that. We're monitoring the tower.
Wind check, please. Current wind unavailable.
I already got the
wind
ATIS
estimated calm.
and the clearance before I started the engine today. So you guys missed out on that part, but here we go. So here is the hold short line up here. Basically cleared on our routing. 3,000 is what we're going to maintain. 17,000 10 minutes after. Got the little lights flashing to also give you a reminder that where the hold short line is here. And Peachtree Tower, good afternoon. Number 851 Tango Bravo, hold short 21 left.
TBM851 Tango Bravo, Peachtree Tower, roger. Hold short runway 21 left. We got about 3 more minutes on your time before I get you going.
Roger, hold short 21 left, 851 Tango Bravo. A very busy airspace here around Atlanta. So I guess while we're waiting here, hold short, I can show you our routing. So today we're going to take off, depart to the east of Peachtree DeKalb. And there's a couple fixes we got, Athens, Greensboro, right up into Charlotte. The winds are coming out of the
Juliet,
south,
would you be
so
able to
hopefully
take runway 2 and right?
today we'll take 18 left. We shoot up for the ILS for that as our FBO's on the east side.
Thank you, sir. Change to runway 2 and right.
So that's our routing today. This is the iPad Mini 6 that I'm using, along with the pivot case system, the case and the claw mount that clamps onto the yoke. If you guys are looking for a setup like this in your airplane, be sure to click down the description below. You can save 15% with my discount code. It's a great setup.
TBM851 Tango Bravo Peach Tower, turn left heading 090, runway 21 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 21 left, we'll turn left to 090, number 851 Tango Bravo.
Cherokee
all right, Justin, you ready to go to Charlotte?
Cirrus, 2 miles additional traffic for the
Here we go, final's clear.
On a right base for a 4 mile
Plus the whole short lines.
Looking for traffic.
The runway is clear.
Tower 88 November Tango is
Charlotte, North Carolina, here we come.
Base to final for 218 Tango.
Line up here on center line.
November Tango Peach Tower, runway 21 left, clear to land, traffic for the parallels.
There we go, we're going to ease the power up.
Clear to land, 8 November Tango, thank you, looking.
And takeoff power is set.
And he told me not to exceed
Low temperature pressure is all good in the green.
Look good for you.
8 November Tango, spacing's good, traffic heads was switched.
Just hold the center line with our rudder pedals. Looking for our rotation speed. And there it is. We'll pull back on the yoke. And positive rate and indicating. Tap the brakes. Gear selected up.
Clear for the option, number 2.
Traffic in sight, runway 21 right, clear for the option, number 2, 81771, appreciate it.
Beautiful day out there. Got Stone Mountain off our left wing way out there, and Atlanta out in front of us. And gears up. We'll start our left turn to 090.
And Cherokee 771.
There we go, flaps selected up.
Traffic established.
Yaw damper on.
4 mile final.
We'll also make sure it indicates. Flaps are indicated up.
Pause 8 November Tango, parallel Cherokees.
Anytime you flip a switch, you always make sure it indicates what it's supposed to do.
Right, parallel runway.
Roger, looking at Tango.
1 Tango Bravo, fly heading 090, contact land departure, good day.
090 and over to departure. Enjoy your day, 1 Tango Bravo. Land departure, good afternoon, of our 851 Tango Bravo, 2000, climb at 3000, turn left to 090.
851 Tango Bravo, land departure, good afternoon, climb and maintain 5000 and ident.
Maintain 5000 and ident, 851 Tango Bravo.
Steve!
Hello. Viewer following along, thanks for following along. So there we go, gave them an ident, they're looking for us. Got 5000 our altitude pre-selector. We'll actually put the autopilot on. IS mode, heading mode, and now the autopilot is on.
Steve, 1 Tango Bravo, climb and maintain 14,000, radar contact, 3 miles southeast of PDK.
Position checks, we'll climb and maintain 14,000, 851 Tango Bravo, thank you. Alright, good deal, up to 14,000. And we're going to start to enter the clouds now. So this is where it's good that we're on an IFR flight plan, so we don't have to worry about looking outside the windows and remaining clear of the clouds. And we're going to go into 850 mode, just under 100% on the torque. Now we're going to go flap lever up and over the gate. Now we can utilize the torque past 100%. Now we just have to be careful not to over torque the engine or over temp the engine. Let the torque rate to about 115%. And once we get above these clouds, we will turn our inertial separator off, which is a little switch down there by my left knee, which will extinguish the inertial separator light. That's just bypassing right now a lot of air back out of the engine instead of ingesting it all, just in case we were hitting any fog on the ground or any birds or icing. Once we get above these clouds, they should smooth in right on out. Look at there, look out the front. There you go. So we'll turn the inertial separator off, but now we're going to back the torque down as we're going to get a torque rise and an ITT drop as we let more air into that engine. It takes about 30 seconds for the whole operation of the inertial separator flaps to stop moving. Beautiful view. Look off the left wing there. You can see nice smooth air now. Nice day over Atlanta. There we go. So I should be all right now with the torque. I shouldn't have to pull it back anymore. It should stay right there for now for the rest of the flight. And I'll be able to increase it as we increase in altitude. And we'll adjust our pressurization, as I know 17,000 will be our cruise altitude. There's our breadcrumb trail right there, the green line for taking off of 21 left. And there's our routing once again. We do have weather, as you can see up above Charlotte, which should be no factor. And we'll be staying overnight tonight in Charlotte, so it should be a fun time. So as we are climbing, the torque is dropping, so I can keep advancing the torque. On this flight, since we're only going to 17,000 feet, we'll be torque limited, not ITT limited.
Looks like there's two indicator levels right here.
Yeah, that's
the two.
That's the both fuel tanks on board this airplane. You have a left, which is in the left wing, and the right fuel tank, which is in your right wing. So you got the two indicators for that. Right now, we have about 220 gallons total of fuel on board. You want to keep those synced up as much as you can. You got a manual shift here. So say right now we're burning out of the left. This is on an electric timer. So we have a little bit more fuel in the right tank right now. So if you wanted to shift it over to the right tank, we could do a manual shift. And now it's over on burning out of the right tank. But it's on an electric timer and it'll keep it matched up pretty good. But you can always do a manual shift just to, if you want to keep it really on top of things. And we're out at 10,000 feet. Landing lights will go off. Actually passed through 11,000.
TBM, 1 Tango Bravo, contact Atlanta Center 134.2, so long.
34.2, 1 Tango Bravo, enjoy your day. Atlanta controllers are really nice around here. Atlanta, good afternoon. November 851 Tango Bravo, 11,900, climbing to 14,000 on the 090 heading.
851 Tango Bravo, Atlanta, climb maintain 17,000, clear direct Greenwood, Atlanta altimeter 3006.
Roger, direct up to 11,000, direct Greenwood, South Carolina, 851 Tango Bravo. All right, 17,000 set up.
12 o'clock, 3 miles northbound, 8,000.
And the altitude pre-selector, and we'll direct Greenwood.
Turn 10 degrees.
And we'll go into nav mode. That's one of the fixes on our flight.
Area 54 at the element site, then clear back to DHAN at 8.
Coming down here to the iPad.
I think it was JetBlue 5.
Stay.
That's correct.
What we're doing here, there's Greenwood, South Carolina.
Clear direct DHAN.
Direct 2.
Maintain 11,000.
There's our new direct 2 line.
3006.
And what's nice is we are now cleared up to our cruise altitude today of 17,000 feet. This aircraft has a service ceiling of 31,000 feet, but on a flight of this length, I would never go that high, because by the time we'd ever get up that high, we'd be ready to come right back down. So on a flight 45 minutes long, 17,000 is a good cruise altitude in my opinion. There's our altitude alerter. That's 1,000 to go. Out of 16,000, climbing 17,000. Dustin, how nice is it that we're actually flying on a pretty nice day finally? Seems like every time we fly together, it's like we're a hurricane hunter.
11.4, climbing to 14,000.
This is much nicer, I will say that.
I'm maintaining level 230.
Mother Nature can make things a lot more challenging. 200 feet to go, leveling that at 17,000. Altitude's capturing. And with my left hand over here on the yoke, I'm going to adjust our rudder trim to keep us in coordinated flight. Even though we have yaw damper, you still have to adjust the rudder trim over here with my left hand on the yoke. There we go, leveling that at 17,000 feet. Now the airplane's going to plane over and we're going to build up our speed. Once we get as much speed out of it as we can, we'll set cruise power. We do have a tailwind on this flight too, which is nice.
Bravo, Charlie, contact
right now it's 37 knots coming off our quartering left side. Boy, look out the front window there, nice and clear. I like this. And to stay ahead of this flight, we'll go down to the airport tab here and we'll put in Charlotte right here. And we go to the weather tab. Right now it's showing variable winds at 4 knots, 10 mile visibility, statute mile visibility. View at 2300, scattered at 25,000, 84 degrees. We got an altimeter setting of 3000. And we will put in the ATIS of 21.15 and the ground frequency of 21.8 on COM2, and we'll get ahead of the flight here. Staying ahead of the flight always makes things a whole lot easier. So we'll get that all set up now. Alright, to set cruise power here, we'll pull the power back just a little bit, because as I pull the prop RPM back, the torque will rise. So I'm just going to pull the prop RPM back from 2,000 to 1,900. Now you'll just listen to the difference in the sound, the ambient sound. There you go. So it's just a little bit less rotation on the prop, and it's just a little bit more relaxing to me, in my opinion.
I don't remember if he answered or what, but what was the furthest you've ever flown this thing?
Well, the furthest I've ever flown this, from Miami all the way down to St. Martin, is one of the longer flights that I've taken this on. That's about the extent of as far as you'd want to take this thing with the fuel range on it. It was a great flight going in there to do that iconic approach where everybody's over the beach watching you land.
November 6-7 Juliet.
And I thought when the beach was packed when I came in, I was like, why would the beach be so busy? Well, I didn't realize it was not because of me, it's because there was a 747 coming in to land right behind me. So that's what they were all excited to see. And to stay ahead of this flight, we'll see if we can actually get the ATIS here, and we'll monitor COM2.
Charlotte Douglas International Airport arrival information Yankee 1652 Zulu. Wind variable at 4. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 2,300. 25,000 scattered. Temperature 29. Dew point Cuban. Altimeter 3000. Approach in use. Simultaneous approach is in use. Expect ILS approach when 8 left. When 8 center. When 8 right.
49 Tango Bravo, cross Greenwood at maintain 11,000. The gray altimeter 3001.
01, cross Greenwood at 11,000, 851 Tango Bravo. Alright, so we got a crossing restriction there. We got information Yankee there at Charlotte. Cross Greenwood at 11,000. So we got 11,000 set up under the VNAV page. We'll go 0 miles. And then we'll put Greenwood in there. We got a descent profile of 1,500 feet a minute is what we want to do. Right now we have 7 minutes, actually 6 minutes and 58 seconds left before we'll start down to meet that crossing restriction. And we'll get a message light when that approaches, so we are all set up for that. And we'll put 11,000 in our altitude pre-selector just to remind us that that's where we're going to be going down to. But we can stay up at 17,000 here until we get to that our descent profile. So yeah, we're going to ask for the ILS 18 left. And if we take a look down here at the airport page and procedures and the airport diagram, 18 left, this is a big airport that we're going into. We're going to be using Wilson Air Center over here, all the way on the east side of the field. So we'll be using, we'd like to use 18 left, so once we land, we'll maybe hopefully exit at Romeo or Delta 5, and we can go right into the ramp. If we were to use runway 18 right, look, we'd be way over here
Destination
on the west
ATIS
side of the
is
airport. That'd be a long taxi to get over there, so we'll request the ILS for 18 left over here. And to stay ahead of the flight, we'll go procedures, approach, ILS 18 left. So there's our approach plate that I have here. I'll get that all briefed and set up. And that's hopefully what they'll give to us once we get a little bit closer. Yeah, just feel free to take some videos for your Instagram or whatever you're on over there. If you're not following me on Instagram, go down the description below. You'll see my Instagram. You'll see a lot of behind the scenes when I'm not filming for YouTube. Different giveaways I'm doing or different adventures that I'm on.
1 Tango Bravo, contact Atlanta 135.35.
135.35, 1 Tango Bravo. Have a good day.
Good day.
Atlanta, good afternoon. November 851 Tango Bravo, 17,000, and we'll be crossing Greenwood at 11,000.
951 Tango Bravo, short stay here. Contact Greer approach on 118.8 and their altimeter is 3001.
18.8 and 01, 851 Tango Bravo. Thanks.
Devo.
Hello. Another shout out. Thanks once again for following along. Greer approach, good afternoon. November 851 Tango Bravo, 17,000, and we'll be crossing Greenwood at 11,000.
Number 851 Tango Bravo, Greer approach, Greer altimeter 3001.
01.
You know which lake that is over there? To the left?
To the left, if we go down and look here, it would look like that would be Lake Hartwell. Up here in northeast Georgia is a beautiful area. Heaven's Landing is a place I love to go to, and Clayton, Georgia. And I love going up into the Smoky Mountains.
Turn 10 degrees right.
All the Smoky Mountains today are just up to the north over there. Actually, where all you see all those clouds and the storms out there, the Smoky Mountains are just to the south of that. And we'll pull the power back just a little bit to get under 200 knots. And we'll flip our inertial separator back on. The limitation to flip that switch is 200 knots, and since we're straight and level right now, and we're close to that airspeed, we'll just put it on now rather than once we get in our descent we got a lot of speed, because otherwise we have to pull the power way back. So we're just under 200 knots. Flipping the switch down here by my left knee. That's going to take about 30 seconds. We'll get our inertial separator light here on the annunciator panel. Master caution, that'll let us know it's back on. It's a lot easier to do that when you're nice and slow up here rather than once you get your descent, you're screaming along, and then you got to really slow it up to try to get that on with that limitation. There we go, inertial separator light is on, master caution light.
97 Hotel, turn
can silence that.
Heading 030.
Now I can advance the power back for our max power setting right here. And now we'll be ITT limited with the inertial separator on, as we don't have as much airflow going into the engine.
King Air 4 Charlie Delta.
There's our message light right here. Approaching your VNAV profile. There we go. We're approaching our VNAV profile, descending 1,500 feet a minute down to 1,000. So we'll arm our altitude pre-selector, set 1,500. Now we'll start our descent. And the airport elevation is 748 feet MSL, so we'll actually adjust our pressurization for that. So we'll depressurize at the proper altitude once we land. There we go, we got that all set up. So looking at the approach plate here, we have all kinds of frequencies. For Charlotte approaches, you look at all the different frequencies over here. For the Charlotte Tower, since we're going to be using hopefully 18 left, it'll be 18.1. And then over here on the ground, look at it, if you're on the west side of the airport or the east side, you have two different ground frequencies also. So there's a whole bunch of different frequencies compared to where you're going to be landing at or which side of the runway you're on or the airport you're on. Good to note all those different frequencies.
Expect the visuals on speed 481.
So since we're going to be on
turn left heading
18 left hopefully, we'll expect tower to be 18.1.
Speed 481.
And since we'll be on the east side of the airport, I have the appropriate ground frequency of 121.9
Speed 481.
set up. That's east side, otherwise it'd be 121.8 if you're on the west side of the airport.
Number 1 Tango Bravo, just to maintain 7,000.
So maintain 7,000, 1 Tango Bravo. 7,000 set up in our altitude pre-selector. We'll continue on down.
November 1 Tango Bravo, just to maintain 9,000.
So maintain 9,000, 1 Tango Bravo. Alright, so we'll go back up 2,000 feet there. We've got 9,000 set up in altitude pre-selector. Yeah, we got lucky today, Justin, because we do have some storms all moving west to east, just north of our area. I would say it's better to be lucky than good. Coming up on Greenwood, South Carolina. We'll be starting our turn here in about 1 minute.
Viper 1, good afternoon, level 11.
Ooh, Viper 1. I think it's an F-16 I could possibly be. F-16 fighter jet.
Viper 01.
Pretty cool. I think that's what that is. You'll hear him, he's on the mask. Let's watch him. Watch him respond here.
3212, request cancel IFR, do 10 minutes of VFR workout here in the west, and then come back to GYH VFR.
That's awesome.
463, group approach, customer 3000.
That's an F-16.
Viper 01,
Viper.
Cancellation received.
Be in the area?
Yep.
Viper VFR, present squawk, and I'll maneuver here between Anderson and Clemson for about 10 minutes.
That's awesome. He's going to rip around for 10 minutes.
And say altitude.
1,000, I'm going to descent for the block, 4 to 5,000 pending clouds.
Yeah, he's going to do some maneuvers out there.
500 inbound to Donaldson.
Viper.
There we go, Viper.
And approach.
Big thank you to everybody that serves our U.S. military.
1 IFR cancellation received, squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
I got to go up to Thunderbirds this last April. That was my bucket list experience ever in aviation. That was in the F-16. I'll link that in the ending of the video here. If you guys haven't seen the F-16 video, be sure to go check that out. It's quite the experience. You get the whole behind the scenes of what it's like for the briefings and everything else in the video, with the video that I filmed. We're out of 10,000 feet, now we're descending and we're going to capture 9,000 here. We're at 9,200. Oh, this is cool. I got some kind of racetrack over here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. If anybody knows what this is coming up off our left wing, it looks like a really cool couple different types of racetracks all down here.
Oh, yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
I don't know what all that is. I mean, I think it's a racetrack. It looks like a couple different types of racetracks. So yeah, if anybody knows what that is, just by Greenwood, South Carolina, please put that in the description below. I'd like to know what that is all about right down there, you can see. Pretty cool. Yeah, the reason why his voice was different is he had the oxygen mask all on, so, you know, his communications were all going through that.
Viper 01 traffic, 10 o'clock, 5 miles, eastbound, altitude indicates 3,000.
Viper searching.
Viper 01 traffic, 12 o'clock in the turn, 10 miles, correction, make that 8 miles, westbound, altitude indicates 3,600.
Viper contact.
November 1 Tango Bravo, contact Charlotte approach 135.6.
356, 1 Tango Bravo, have a good day. Charlotte approach, good afternoon, November 851 Tango Bravo, 900,000, we have information, Yankee.
November 851 Tango Bravo, Charlotte approach, hello, runway 18 right for traffic.
Roger, expect 18 right, 851 Tango Bravo. Alright, well that didn't go as planned. We were...
November 851 Tango Bravo, Charlotte approach, change to sun runway, expect runway 18 left.
Okay, that works better for us. Thank you. Expect 18 left, 1 Tango Bravo. But that's good, because he originally gave us 18 right. It would have been a little bit longer taxi once we landed, but then he realized, you know what?
American 1150.
18 left will work best for them, and that's what we're all set up for, so thank goodness that all worked out. As planned.
Contact final 132.7, good day.
I actually have the airport in sight, even though we're quite a ways away. We're still...
5644 to center
let's see here, how far away are we? We are 36 miles away. See it straight out there in front of us, the white area? That's the international airport out there.
Yeah. How far? 30 miles you said?
30 heading, maintain.
Yeah, 36 miles away. So. I can see downtown over there.
Yeah, I can see the skyline, yep.
November 1 Tango Bravo, contact Charlotte approach 126.15.
2615, 1 Tango Bravo, have a good day.
2.
Charlotte approach, good afternoon, November 851 Tango Bravo, 9,000.
Number 851 Tango Bravo, Charlotte approach, good afternoon, Charlotte altimeter 3000.
00.
That's Devo?
That's me.
What's up, man?
Doing good, filming today, so you're in the video. Controller, nice controller, thanks for following along.
1 Tango Bravo, turn 10 degrees right, it'll be vectors to the left downwind.
10 right, and I would expect the left downwind, thanks, 1 Tango Bravo. Alright, we're in the heading mode, and 10 right, we're going to expect the left downwind for 18 left. And now that we're in heading assignments, we can actually activate that approach just for situational awareness of what the final approach course looks like. We're just going to activate vectors to final.
1696, direct Hando, just going to maintain 6000.
There we go. Looks like we'll be going right over downtown.
Are we headed straight into the runway, or are we looping around back to the other side?
66,
yeah, so we're going, the airport's up to the left a little bit. We're going to go to the right of it and then enter a left downwind.
American 1696,
and then a left base, and then final approach right into 18 left.
Okay, 27.7 and slow to 210, American 1696.
So they're probably going to keep us a little high
with Yankee.
up here as we go south of the airport, as all the departures are coming off of off the airport. And once we get clear of all the departure areas, then they'll drop us probably down in. All kinds of people taking off right down there, coming right at us, so, but they'll be at a lower altitude. Actually, just let me show you on the iPad here. So see, here we are. Look at all the airlines on the departure end of this airport. Got American Airlines, which is down right down below us, as you can see right here, and all the other guys departing off the airport. So we'll probably stay a little bit high until we get over here on the east side of the airport, then they'll drop us down to come into land. Right now it looks like we have an American Airlines 958 coming in on 18 left, which you can see right here. This is the airport. And if you look out the left wing, I can see some of the airlines all down there. I'm going underneath our left wing right now, off to the southwest. And you can see the airport over here coming up on our left. Great view of it. You got the 3 north-south runways. Looks like the south end of the airport, they're actually doing some construction. Got quite a bit of stuff torn up. I don't know if they're building more ramps or hangars. And if you look all the way over there to the east side, the right side, that's where Wilson Air Center will be.
American 1845, contact approach on 125.35.
Great view. And then in the middle, you can see all the terminals for the airlines.
45, good day. Good day.
Great view there of Charlotte Douglas International. I don't know how far out to the east we're going to extend here, but we might actually get a really great view of downtown also.
TBM 851 Tango Bravo, reduce speed to 210, then maintain 6,000.
210 on the speed, 6,000, 851 Tango Bravo. Alright, so we are at 210 on the speed, and we'll VS down to 6,000 feet. And we're going to pull the power back as we start ascent. The airplane is going to want to start gaining some speed, so we'll maintain 210 on the speed. I know it's a big NASCAR area around Charlotte, I believe. A lot of NASCAR teams have.
TBM 851 Tango Bravo, turn left, heading 360.
Left 360, 851 Tango Bravo. Alright, so that's about as good a view as you guys are going to get right there off the left wing. There's downtown Charlotte, and we're turning our heading bug here to 360. Look at that, beautiful view. There's a stadium down there too, you can see. Beautiful view of downtown and also the airport we're going to land at. Doesn't get much better than that.
851 Tango Bravo, contact approach on 127.7. Have a good day.
27.7, 851 Tango Bravo. Have a good day. Good afternoon, November 851 Tango Bravo, 8,200, descending to 6,000 on 360 heading.
1 Tango Bravo, descend maintain 4,000.
7 descending 6,000.
Descend maintain 4,000, 851 Tango Bravo. 4,000 set up with our altitude pre-selector. And we're going to put our prop back forward. There we go. Man, that was a beautiful turn, getting to do that turn over the city. That's what, to me, makes flying so amazing. To me, it's one of the best office views in the world. Getting up here and flying, whether it's with my job or for fun, it's like therapy for the soul.
26.4 Piedmont 66.
Approach American 2275, leveling 6,000.
We got all kinds of airplanes on final right now. We got 2 American Airlines back to back, so we might go behind American Airlines 749, I anticipate. We got American Airlines 2463 on short final. American Airlines 749 right behind him.
Approach American 2275,
and
6,000.
maybe we'll get squeezed in behind him. Yep, got American Airlines over there off our left wing.
6050 is with you, descending to 6,000, 210 on speed.
Piedmont 6050, shut up for
That is the second one. American Airlines 749 is directly off our left wing now.
1 Tango Bravo, descend to maintain 3,000. I'll have your number next. Caution when your turbulence, you'll be in trouble of a heavy Boeing 770. I'll give you at least 8 miles.
Roger, we're down to 3,000, 851 Tango Bravo. Oh wow, so we're coming in behind a 777. That could be that guy that we just saw off our left wing, American 749. I believe that was him. And that is a 777. So we're going down to 3,000, and there's going to be wake turbulence behind him, so he's giving us in-trail behind him, so we don't have to worry about hitting wake turbulence. And let me tell you, wake turbulence is no joke. I was flying a King Air into Miami International, and we were behind a 767?
Piedmont 60.
This was many years ago,
maintain 4,000.
and it flipped us. My co-pilot was flying. I kept telling him,
1 Tango Bravo, turn left heading 270.
270, 1 Tango Bravo. Get above his flight path, and he wasn't listening to me, and sure enough, we hit it, and it flipped our King Air sideways, opened the drink drawer, put the snacks in the drink drawer, and also closed the drawer. But yeah, wake turbulence is no joke.
American 2275, turn left heading 210, intercept running 18
We're turning
left,
the base,
localized.
left base here.
210 heading intercept 18 left, localized for American 2275.
There's our altitude alert, 1,000 to go.
2688 at
4,000 descending to 3,000.
6.4, good day.
The tower over silo, American 2688, thank you.
Next frequency will be tower. Get that set up just to stay ahead of the flight.
Number 851 Tango Bravo, airport 10 o'clock, 10 miles.
Get the airport in sight, 851 Tango Bravo.
1 Tango Bravo, turn left heading 210, clear to approach and 18 left.
210 on the heading, and we're clear for the visual 18 left, 851 Tango Bravo.
1 Tango Bravo, reduce speed to 170, you were over 8.5 in trail of that heavy Boeing 770, is about a half mile final.
170 on the speed, 851 Tango Bravo.
American 2275, airport 11 o'clock to 16
It's a busy airport.
Field in sight, American 2275.
We are cleared for the visual.
2275, clear to approach and 18
Slowing
left.
up to 170 on the speed.
Clear visual 18 left, American 2275.
851 Tango Bravo, connect tower 118.1, good day.
18-1, enjoy your day, 1 Tango Bravo. Charlotte Tower, good afternoon, number 851 Tango Bravo on the visual for 18 left.
Number 851 Tango Bravo, Charlotte Tower, crossway turbulence, last arrival, heavy 777. Multiple departures prior to arrival, wind 2105, runway 18 left, clear lane.
Roger, clear to land, 18 left, 851 Tango Bravo.
Evo.
Hello. There we are, we're turning final.
749 heavy, turn right twice.
We'll disconnect the autopilot
Contact ground point.
and hand fly it the rest of the way in. We don't want to have the airplane have all the fun.
On Charlie, ground point 9 American.
Put the yaw damper back on just for now. The whole way in, I'm going to hold a little bit higher than what I knew that 77 was doing for his glide path if he was on the approach. So that should hopefully keep us clear of any of that wake turbulence. As that wake turbulence will descend behind where that flight path was of that 777.
TBM, 18 left, line of play.
5.8, 18 left, Piedmont 6148.
I saw that 777 just exit to the right of the runway over there. He's going to be taxiing back to the terminals. And we're within our flap speed. We'll go first notch of flaps selected to the takeoff position. And we'll also make sure it indicates. And it's indicating. And we'll also select gear down. And we've got down 3 green.
3
green is a good thing.
Move takeoff 18 left, Piedmont 6148.
We got a Piedmont that was just cleared for takeoff on the runway we're landing at. Coming into these big airports, they space you right in as close as they can to stay efficient. They're still staying above where the glide path was for that 777, so we should have no issues with that wake turbulence. As we land, you'll probably see them on the taxiway right off the right side of the runway here, taxiing back to the...
Bush 5568, turn left heading 140.
Left 140, Bush 5568.
We're looking good. We'll disconnect the yaw damper now.
500.
Double click of the double click of the autopilot disconnect on the left side of my yoke. Looking good. There we go. That's our decision altitude. If we were on the ILS, that's as low as it could have went right there on the approach. We've got a nice clear day. So looking good in the speed. Everything looks pretty good here. A lot of people holding short, waiting for us to land and get off the runway. A wide runway, so we're going to take back to flight.
346 Charlie Charlie Charlotte Tower. Traffic
going to the flare.
Traffic goes on a 5-mile final runway 18 left, final point.
There we go, center line. Go back into reverse. And that was not too bad.
148, turn left heading 140.
And we'll get off at Delta 7.
Heading 140.
So we can get off this runway as quick as possible. That way everybody else can continue their day.
1 Tango Bravo. Romeo was blocked. Turn left at the 90 or take the reverse for me, please.
Roger. Can we exit Delta 7?
Yep, Delta 7, 1 Tango Bravo. Turn left there, then right on Delta to Wilson.
Roger. Delta 7, Delta to Wilson, 851 Tango Bravo. Welcome to Charlotte Douglas International. We've crossed the whole shorelines here. Time to stop, clean up the plane.
Traffic is in position, wind 1905, runway 18 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 18 left, American.
And we're going to actually just go to the ground, just even though he gave us.
Bravo, right turn on Delta to the ramp.
Right, Delta into the ramp. You want to stay with you?
Yep, stay with me.
Roger, 1 Tango Bravo. Okay, we'll stay
Charlie,
with him.
Charlie, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 18 left, 6 Charlie Charlie.
So we got the airplane all cleaned up. I'd like to welcome everybody to Charlotte Douglas International. If you like that video, please smash that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Justin, thanks so much for flying along with me again today.
Yeah, enjoyed it.
That was pretty awesome to see how efficient they are here at Charlotte Airport. Yeah, they didn't even want me to go to the ground. They're just like, keep going. Taxi into the ramp. And right up here on the left, this is where the Wilson Air Center is. And it looks like we got a truck pulling out, and that's going to be the follow me truck. He's going to show us right where to park. Boy, I'll tell you, they are really efficient and on top of everything around here at this airport. I like it. Let's see this truck right over here off our left wing. That's who we're going to be following in. It says right on the back, follow me.
Departure, go back.
Over to departure, 6 Charlie Charlie, good day.
Actually, over the tree line, you can see downtown Charlotte.
Traffic 7 mile final.
18 left, line up and wait, 922 Lima Romeo.
Quite a lot of airplanes here at the Wilson Air Center. Hey guys, hope everybody's doing well wherever you're watching from, and we'll talk to you again someday soon.
November 2 Lima Romeo for downflight runway heading.
Looks like we're getting front door, front row park.
Runway heading,
Not
18
bad.
left, clear takeoff, 2 Lima Romeo.
Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, guys.
Yeah, man. Just making sure the camera's off, Steve.
Those are still rolling.
Is
a big old Nike jet over there?
Steve-O Knievo, one of the best pilots I've ever seen.
I appreciate the compliment, gentlemen.
Steve-O we trust.